76. Actually, there's a bit of apprehension here with respect to the options. So let me just tell you who are the authors of the books given here. Salva Sutra, it is Baudhyan. Salva Sutra is Baudhyan. Ganita Sarasangraha was Mahaviracharya. Ganita Sarasangraha was Mahaviracharya. And Brahmasputta Siddhantika was Brahmagupta. Brahmasputta Siddhantika was Brahmagupta. 77. Lyme's disease. 77. Lyme's disease. So 77, Lyme's disease, it is a viral disease spread through pigs. So actually, Lyme's disease is something that is a bacterial disease. It is being spread through bacteria, and they happen due to tick bites. We see these ticks, right? We usually see it on dogs generally, but all other animals also have ticks, and generally it is passed through tick bites. Both statements are incorrect. 78. Somalia is bordered by. So when you look at the Horn of Africa, that is where Somalia is situated. You could have come across Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Kenya bordering Djibouti. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. '79. Thiruvalluvar. So I think you people know how this. Why this question was in news. No, there's been a recent controversy that what color dress Thiruvalluvar was wearing, or was he from this side or was he from that side, like what side and all, you just fill in the blanks. So there was this recent controversy, right? Like there were a lot of individuals who were raising their voices. It is not like that. Some were saying yes, it was like that. Let's not get into the controversy, but that is why this particular question is in the paper, due to that controversy. So this is how you will also have to take current affairs from any controversy. You should not skip it as something that is controversy, something that is political. So that is where questions come from. So Thiruvalluvar, there is a famous temple dedicated to him in Chennai. No, it is in Virudhunagar. Yes, you can ask me, Chennai people can ask me that there is a thing called as Valluvar Kottam and Nungambakam. Is that not a temple? It's not a temple, it's just a memorial. Not a memorial per se, it's just like in remembrance of him, Valluvar Kottam has been built. So it's not a temple for him. The actual temple for Thiruvalluvar is being built in Virudhunagar, another district in Tamil Nadu. So yes, Virudhunagar. Second statement, his Tirukural belongs to the third Sangam age. Actually, there is also a difference of opinion with respect to this particular statement, the second statement. Some say it was 300 years before Common Era, and 500, somewhere between 300 before Common Era and 500 Common Era. And the Tamil Nadu state government has ratified that 31st before Common Era is the time period of Thiruvalluvar. So there is a lot of apprehension, there is a lot of questions, there are different perspectives with respect to the time period of this particular Thirukural, this particular literary work. But our key, as we have said, that third Sangam period is the time period through which Thirukural belongs. So 2 only. We are going with our key, we go with 2 only. Question number 80. P.V. Narasimha Rao, which is the state of India. Which is the state? P.V. Narasimha Rao, which is state. So related to parliamentary immunity. Parliamentary immunity, that was long back in 1991, 1993 time period. A few individuals from the JMM, few from Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, they were supporting this minority government, and there was apprehensions that they got bribery in order to support the minority Congress government. And a particular case was brought into question, and that particular verdict said that these individuals, they have immunity because we have the privileges, right? Like what they do or what they say cannot be called in the court of law, cannot be questioned in the court of law. By using this particular immunity, it was argued that whatever it is happening inside, it cannot be called in the court of law. So this is what parliamentary immunity was. So that is what the P.V. Narasimha Rao case was. And recent time it has been overturned. That particular parliamentary immunity that was accorded to members of parliament by the Narasimha Rao case has been overturned recently. 81 Darien Gap. 81 Darien Gap. C 1 and 2. Darien Gap is between Colombia and Panama. Colombia and Panama. Nothing but a Darien Gap is nothing but a place where people use this route to migrate. Recently there was this movie called as Donkey, which talks about migratory phases, migratory routes, and there was also this France issue where people had to migrate. People took to South American countries from France, and from there they had to migrate to North American countries such as US and Canada. So a lot of in this particular context, a lot of other migratory routes were also discussed to the Northern America, and one particular route is that of the Darien Gap that connects or that goes through Panama and Colombia. A lot of other people from using the Darien Gap, they enter Mexico, and from Mexico they go to United States of America. C 1 and 2 only. '82. Consider the following and arrange this in chronological order. Mahat Satyagraha, founding of Baisit Hitakarni Sabha, Adi Dravida Mahajan Sabha, and Yola Conference. C 3, 2, 1 and 4. 3, 2, 1 and 4. Adi Dravida Mahajan Sabha is first, and next comes the Baiskrit Hitakarni Sabha 1924. Then we have the Mahat Satyagraha 1927 and the Yola Conference 1935. So this is how it goes. Option C 3, 2, 1 and 4. D8 countries. D8 countries are nothing but developing 8 countries, a group of 8 countries. A group of 8 developing countries for dialogue amongst themselves. It includes Turkey, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Iran, Nigeria, Egypt, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Egypt, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Bangladesh, Egypt, Indonesia, Iran, Turkey, Malaysia, Nigeria, and Pakistan. So Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Iran are members. A 1, 3 and 4. 1, 3 and 4. 84. 84 folk dance form state. Actually, there is a bit of a apprehension here with respect to 84, question number 84. Let's tell you which of the dance forms are from which state. And the option do not match here. Garba is from Gujarat, Gida is from Punjab, Dhumal is from Jammu and Kashmir. Dhumal is from Jammu and Kashmir. Keys do not match here. 85. Kok Borok. Kok Borok. So Kok Borok is nothing but a language that is being spoken in Tripura and Bangladesh. So there was this recent controversy that a Kok Borok language test, there is 2 scripts for Kok Borok language. One is the Roman script and other is the Bengali script. And people wanted, one group wanted it to be in Roman script, one group wanted a test to be in Bengali script. And at the end of the day, both scripts were allowed. Both scripts were, people are allowed to write the test, Kok Borok language test in both scripts, both Roman and Bengali scripts. 86. H5N1 affects. H5N1 affects birds, sea lions, and dolphins. Birds, sea lions, and dolphins. Affects all the 3 things that are given above. Generally, we used to think bird flu affects only the birds. It's not like that. Bird flu does not only affect the birds. It also affects humans sometimes. It also affects individuals sometimes. It also affects a lot of mammals, such as like these sea lions and all. Sea lions. 87. Bauxite. Bauxite is an igneous rock. It has high aluminum content. It has gallium in its trace compound. Yes. Bauxite is a sedimentary rock. Bauxite is a sedimentary rock. It's not a igneous rock. It is a sedimentary rock. Now just think of this. For igneous rocks, the magma has to come from very deep. That is, it has to come from the mantle region, right? Mantle region, we all know that mantle region is dominated by SEMA. silica and magnesium. So how can bauxite be an igneous rock and have aluminum content in it? So first two statements are contradictory. Either point 1 should be correct or point 2 should be correct, right? So knowing that bauxite is the ore of aluminum, we are concluding that second statement for the first statement is incorrect. So 2 and 3 are correct. First statement is incorrect. That is a sedimentary rock. 88. Mahima Gosain is again like a social reformist. Mahima Gosain, he was like a monotheist, like monotheist 9th century time period. It's a monotheist, and also he oppressed the caste system. Both statements given there are correct, both A and B. 89. Fast breeder reactor. I think we have already discussed about fast breeder reactor in previous test also. Fast breeder reactors, the 3-stage program that has been devised by Homi Bhabha happened. So what is this fast breeder reactors? It's a new type of reactors that convert fertile material into fissile material. No, there are different types of materials that are very fertile and fissile. Fissile materials, they generate electricity. Fertile materials, they do not generate electricity. So the process here happens, what happens here in fast breeder reactors is that these fertile materials are converted into fissile materials. Fertile materials are converted into fissile materials. For example, you take uranium-238. Uranium-238, one of the most available forms of uranium, is fertile. It will not undergo fission. What should be done is that it should be transformed, it should be transmutated or converted into something called as plutonium-239, a fissile element. So which undergoes fission reactions, and it gives us electricity. So this is what fast breeder reactors do, and in fact it gives more than the and gives more fissile material than the fuel they consume. So both statements are correct. Use uranium and plutonium as fuel. Question number 90 is our fact-based questions. Islands share 4 India's international maritime zone limitations. Myanmar, Thailand towards the east, Myanmar towards the north, Bangladesh towards the northwest, and Indonesia also towards the east. Yes, 4 zones have been there. 4 international maritime zones. Sabang in Indonesia is 90 nautical miles southeast of Indira Point on Great Nicobar. A very, very factual point here. Very factual point. Yes, Kra Canal we know. Kra Canal connects the Gulf of Thailand and Andaman Sea. Obviously we know Kra Canal. Andaman Sea lies towards the east of Cocos Islands. That also we know. So Andaman Sea will be here. Some Andaman and Nicobar will be here. Somewhere around here there will be this Cocos Islands, and this Cocos Islands, to the west of the Cocos Islands we have the towards the east of the Cocos Islands we have the Andaman Sea. So initially we had apprehensions. Second statement we had doubts. So by cancelling that we get B and C, but C 1, 2, 3 and 4 is correct. 1, 2, 3 and 4 is correct. 91. Article 244A. Article 244A. This Article 244A is nothing but it was for Assam. It tries to create a state, an autonomous state within a state. At least it tries to create a legislature or a council of ministers or both in order for an efficient administration of an autonomous state. The tribes in Assam, they've been asking that create a state within a state. Give us a state within a state. So that is what they have been demanding all this while. Then they want to, and there is also a constitutional provision under Article 244, which was brought by the 22nd Amendment Act to do that. And the campaigns in Assam has always been for the implementation of Article 244A. Article 244A. So only thing that is in the wrong here is the first statement inserted by the 24th Amendment Act. It was introduced by the 22nd Amendment Act. It's given 24th here. It is being inserted by the 22nd Amendment Act. So D 2, 3 and 4. And when it comes to such instances, please look into Articles 243 to 245 completely and 330 to 335 completely. These are areas that where these reservation, all these things come into play. some of the dry spots or dark areas that is not covered in the standard books. Please to look into these areas also. 92, World Trade Organization. Yes, as advised earlier, please look into the history, basic history of organizations. Basic history of organizations. GATT was the first, and trade liberalization was initiated with the Uruguay round of talks, both 1 and 2. 93, Charu Panchasika style. Charu Panchasika style is also a type of painting style. No, this particular painting style was devised by a Kashmiri person called as Bilhana. The Kashmiri person called as Bilhana or Bilhan. Bilhana or Bilhan. This particular style will be very oblong in shape. These are miniature paintings that tell a story. In fact, one picture itself, it will be a group of pictures. One picture itself will it will narrate a scene, and the next picture will narrate another scene. So it goes on like this. This is the Charu Panchasika style. And one thing to be noted here with this Charu Panchasika style is that it did not have any Persian or Mughal influence. It did not have any Persian or Mughal influence. So yes, all paintings are oblong in shape. Text in the reverse. Painting in a single plane with background with brilliant primary colors. In primary colors, in sense, it will be very vibrant. The blues they use, the greens, the yellows they use, the whites be very vibrant, and all these primary colors will be put to use. So that is how Charu Panchasika style of paintings were done. And first statement is incorrect. It's not Kalidasa, it is Bilhana. Rajata, the person who read the Kashmiri Pandit Bilhana. 94. Union of Udayana and daughter of the king Dhridavarman. The king Dhridavarman's daughter's name is Priyadarshika. So that is what the Priyadarshika is all about. The meeting of Udayana and Priyadarshika. Yes, this Priyadarshika was written by some other king called as Harshavardhana. Harshavardhana of the Pushibodhis of Taneshwar, who also wrote two other books called as Ratnamalika, so Ratnavalli and Nagananda. So, but this particular question is related to Priyadarshika, the meeting of Udayana and Priyadarshika. Option B. 95. As a naturalist, study of plants course, Jahangir. Jahangir was a very big naturalist, and Mughal painting reached its zenith during Jahangir. Bhojeshwar Mahadeva Temple. Raja Bhoj, one of the greatest rulers of Paramaras of Malwa was Bhojesh, the King Bhoja. King Bhoja, in fact, there are perspectives, different individuals that say even Ghazini has changed his route. Even Ghazini changed its route fearing King Bhoja. King Bhoja has led to the development of Bhojpuri Monastery, Bhojshala, the Bhoj Temple, Bhojeshwara Temple, and all these things have been done by King Bhoj. So King Bhoj, he constructed it, and it is built in the Bhumi Jwa style. Bhumi Jwa style is nothing but a branch of Nagara style that has certain implications of the Dravidian style also. It's not completely like Visara style, completely like Nagara, completely like Dravidian, but it is primarily Nagara style, but has a little hint of Dravidian style also. It was something that was started in the 9th century. 97. Arrow system missiles. Arrow system missiles are related to Israel. Arrow system missiles. Nothing there, only very factual question. 98. Guru Ravidas. He was a Dalit and a contemporary of Kabir. Yes. 41 hymns have been included in the Guru Granth Sahib. 41 hymns of Guru Ravidas has been included in the Guru Granth Sahib. Both statements are correct, both 1 and 2. 99. Again, a previous year question. Which of the following were preaching when the Lodi dynasty fell? B, 2 only. Because Dudu Dayal, you see 16th to 17th century. That is 1544 to 1603. 1544 to 1603. Tyagaraya, you take 1767 to 1847. Guru Nanak, you take 1469 to 1539. 1539, and the Lodi dynasty, it fell in 1526. So judging by the timeline, only Guru Nanak could have been preaching at that time. Yes, liquid nitrogen is something that is very cold. Liquid nitrogen is very cold. And we used to look at like smoked biscuits, and you go to this all fancy, not fancy, yes, all these all you can eat buffets and all. We come across all these smoked biscuits, smoked cakes, roses, and all these things. These are all done using using something called as liquid nitrogen. That's very cold, but it has a lot of issues also. Recent advisories have said that not to consume something used from or made from liquid nitrogen. It has been used in various medical uses also. For example, if there is a very big wart, let us say a very big wart is there, you can use liquid nitrogen to cool it and then operate it. Like they then operate this wart out. It is being used in artificial insemination to store the sperm. To store the sperm, it has liquid nitrogen is being used, and it is also used to preserve food, to avoid food turning rancid. Thank you.